Welcome to Samantha's New Beginnings. I am Samantha Watkins, and I want to thank you for joining in today. Today we're going to be talking about jealousy. That's a deep one, y'all. Jealousy is deep, it's really, really deep. So, we want to get into it and talk about it today. Um, it's one that God put in my spirit. Let's get in. All right, so first I like to read the word. So let's get into the word first. And we're going to First Corinthians 3 1 through 3. So First Corinthians 3 1 through 3. Okay, and it goes like this: Brothers and sisters, I could not address you as people who live by the Spirit, but as people who are still worldly, mere infants in Christ. I gave you milk, not solid foods, for you were not yet ready for it. Indeed, you are still not ready. You are still worldly. For since there was jealousy and quarrel among you, are you not worldly? Are you not acting like mere humans? This is Paul, and he sent this letter to the Corinthians. They church was acting up, and he had to check them real fast. But anyway, I guess they had a lot of quarreling and a lot of jealousy going on in that church, and he had to check them. But you know what? You got to get on that jealousy real fast, because if you do not correct jealousy can land you in a world of hurt. Jealousy can lead to anger. It can lead to spitefulness, and you can be mean, deceitful. Y'all ever watch like them high school movies where one little girl is jealous of the other girl for whatever reason, and she tries to do things to make her look bad? Like, that's how jealousy makes you act. It makes you want to do something harmful to the other person, like Cain did Abel, So you kind of got to watch out for jealousy, because if jealousy creep on you and you do not handle it, and the Bible tells us resist the devil and he'll flee. If you don't resist the devil, cast it down to the pits of hell, and you let that jealousy sit in your heart and that jealousy grow up on you, man, that jealousy could turn into some major things. It could turn into anger. It can turn into some spiteful deceitfulness. It can get big, okay? So you do not want to allow jealousy to come in. And I'm grateful God gave me this, because it's not an area that I struggle in. It is an area where I have felt jealousy, but I don't struggle in. This is one thing I want y'all to understand. Jealousy is a natural emotion. It is a natural emotion. It is something that humans feel. In fact, God has even felt jealousy. In fact, matter of fact, let's just go to the word. Exodus 20 and 5. Exodus 20 and 5 says, you shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. He said, I am a jealous God. He's letting you know that you worship nobody above me, because nobody other than me. I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me. You worship nobody other than me. You put nobody above me. Okay, he said, I am a jealous God. All right, so he's letting you know that he can get jealous, and we have natural feelings. We're made in his image. Okay, so I read that to just let you know that it's natural for us to feel these emotions, but what's not right is for us to stay in those emotions. What's not right for us to stay in that feeling. We have to understand something, that as soon as you get that feeling, you got to cast that thing down to the pits of hell. I resist it. I'm resisting it. You can't let that thing sit in your spirit. You know how it says, don't let the sun fall down on your wrath. When you're angry and you're jealous and you're feeling all of these different negative emotions, you cannot go to sleep like that. Do not let that thing grow in you. You have to deal with those things. You have to notice that, okay, this is an issue and I need to pray on it, And you usually know when your spirit is not right. Any and everybody know when they're dealing with something in their spirit, okay? But the but what I was getting ready to say is that God allowed me to do this because, like I said, I have felt jealousy, but I don't live in it. I do not allow myself to live in it. It is something that I don't do. So I'm just going to go over a couple of things that I've experienced just so you can understand where I'm coming from. So this just happened like a few years ago. I just got my cosmetology license. And so when I was in school, I knew that God had called me to go to cosmetology school. And so when I was in there, I didn't know much about hair. I knew how to do my own hair, but I didn't know how to do nobody else's hair. But I went to school, man, and when I went to school, I was around some of the most baddest women out there. Let me say this. I live in a predominantly white town. For some reason, it was so many black people there. It was so many black students, so many black teachers when I went. I knew that God had sent me there because he sent the people there too at the same time. But anyway, so it was so many talented women there, so many talented teachers, so many talented students. When I tell you the students was talented, so I'm in a room full of talent, okay? But me being the woman that I am, I look at all these women as inspiration. I look at all these women as teachers. I look at all these women as somebody that I can learn from. I was never jealous of anybody. They can braid better than me. They could style better than me, but I was never jealous. What I did do though, I did watch them. Sometimes I'll be really close while I'm watching them. They'll be doing a hair and I'll be like, hey, can I watch you? If they say it's okay, then most likely they're going to say it's okay. I'm just going to stand there and I may help them, pass them stuff if they need it, but I'm standing there watching them because you put me in a room full of great people. I'm going to become better. You put me right next to somebody that's doing what I'm doing and they doing it better, baby, I'm finna become better because I'm finna ask them every question. I'm finna mimic them, watch them, learn from them, and then take it and mold it and shape it and make it into my own and become my own person because I learned from them. Put me with some great people and I'm going to become better. Put me in a room with around people that's better than me and I'm about to become better. That's my thing. That is my thing. Put me around better and I'm coming better. But anyway, so I'm in there and I'm learning off these women. I mean, I did not know how to braid. I'm telling you, I didn't know how to do a lot of sew-ins and stuff like that. I didn't know. But I tell you this, I watched them girls and I mimicked them girls and now I could do a lot of that and I learned it from the other students. The other students who I could have been jealous of, like, oh, they so much better than me. All they doing this. It's how you think. It's your thought process, and that's what Paul was saying, it's the way you think. All of this is all how you think. But see, I'm on meat. I don't drink milk. I'm on the meat. I want what God has for me. And in order for me to get what God has for me, I cannot be worldly minded. I have to be mature. And since I want what God has for me, I don't have time to be jealous of you or mad because you got something that I don't have or you know something that I don't know. Or no, I ain't got time for that. Baby, teach me what you know so I can grow. Them girls taught me how to braid. Them girls taught me so much. I learned. And now the main thing I do is braid. And I learned that from one of the girls. She taught me. I thank God for her. She taught me how to braid. I wasn't worrying about being jealous of nobody. I was worrying about learning from them. And that's what you should do. If somebody has something that you don't have and, they can help you get it or teach you how to get it, learn from them. They doing something that you want to do, learn from them. That's all you got to do. Don't be jealous and feeling envious that they did it. That's just, that's childish. And speaking of childish, one time my daughter, I'll never forget this. One time my daughter, we were at a family member's house. And one of her cousins had something new. And my daughter and her cousin was in a room together. And I could hear them. And my daughter's cousin say, hey, look what I just got. Look. It was really nice. It was actually a really nice thing. And they was like, look. And my daughter instantly just changed the subject. I said, oh, So I just, made a mental note. And as soon as we got home, I checked her and I explained to her, hey, if anybody has anything new and nice, you congratulate them. You pat them on the back. You tell them that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you got that. That's beautiful. Don't you ever not congratulate somebody that's doing well. That's a big sign of jealousy too. When you cannot congratulate somebody or pat them on the back, you better watch out what's in your spirit, because you should be able to congratulate people, pat them on the back. But now she congratulate everybody because she know I'm on her. That's one thing about your kids. If you're not on them, they're not going to get better. Okay, they only get better if you're on them. So I'm on them. Boom, 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 boom. Every time I see something, I'm on it. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. But anyway, I'm just letting you know, I'm not jealous, so I'm not raising no jealous kids. Okay? So you're not going to even let that creep up on you. As soon as you see somebody with something good, something you don't have, something you wish you had, hey, pat them on the back. All my brothers, both of them are married and have their own homes, okay? Beautiful homes, okay? I am not jealous. I've never once been jealous. Hey, because to me, in my eyes, my brothers get married, baby, I got a new sister. Okay? They got a new house, baby, I got a second house. Okay? I congratulate everybody and pat them on the back, especially because I know my day is coming. And I want you to pat me on the back and say, what job well done. I don't have time to be jealous. Whatever you got, brother, I got. My sister getting married, baby, I got a new brother-in-law. You know what I mean? You get a new car, we got a new car. Bro, let me get the keys. You know what I mean? I don't have time to sit there and be jealous of anybody. That's why God allowed me to speak this, teach this, because he knew that my heart was right. Everybody can't teach things that they don't, their heart is not right. They can't speak on everything because they still dealing with that thing. So God has cleaned me up because I have felt jealousy before. I do know what it feels like to be jealous. But this is the thing. I don't stay there. Okay? You do not stay there. And I want you to know something. Jealousy isn't always like, I want what they have. I want what they have. Sometimes it's your mindset too. It could be simply be things like they don't deserve what they have. They didn't work hard for that. How did they get that? They don't deserve that. So sometimes you got to watch how you think too, because you can be thinking, certain things and it actually is jealousy. So you really got to be very careful with how you think about what people have and don't have. And let's just get on into this thing too. Let's get on to this thing. Now you have to watch your mindset and where you allow your mind to be. Okay? Allow your mind to be on things like joy, peacefulness, happy things, love. Just keep your mind on joyful things and you will not run the risk of being jealous. If you would do everything you can to keep your mind in a peaceful place, always be in a happy place, okay? That's what I'm going to say to you. Always think happy thoughts. Always think on what's good, what's acceptable, what's right. Always try to do that, okay? And when you do that, it will help you to not be jealous. But anyway, we'll get more into the help part. But now let's find out what causes it. What causes jealousy, So a few things that I know off the top of my head is there's roots, okay? There's root problems. Jealousy just don't appear. Sometimes there are root problems that you need to watch out for. Sometimes people can easily be jealous because they have low self-esteem. Yes, if you deal with low self-esteem, you probably deal with jealousy. So you need to check that out, okay? Sometimes if people are in relationships, it's easily to get jealous. And I mean any type of relationship, whether it's mother and daughter, father, son. There are some people that can actually be jealous of their family members. So you really got to watch out for that. People who deal with fear of abandonment, they can deal with jealousy a lot. Okay? You gotta be careful with that. And there's a few other things. I just can't think of everything right now. But there's a lot of root things that can cause you to be jealous. But the main thing is you want to make sure that if you find yourself being jealous for any reason, no matter what it is, that as soon as that thing creep up on you, you casting that thing down to the pits of hell. Okay, so if you are jealous, like, how can I fix this? How can I fix this? And this is my answer for anything and everything. The number one way to fix jealousy is to fast. Simply fast. Simply fast. And sometimes it's like when you fast, sometimes it's like this. You're staying away from everything. Okay? So you're staying away from your phone, your TV, your normal activities, and you're getting closer to God. You're getting closer to your Bible. You're reading your Bible. You're in your prayer. So you're doing a lot of things to be able to get closer to God, and you're not worrying about the worldly things. Okay, so this is why it's important to fast, because what it does is it start cleaning up those worldly things inside of you, and it start putting them on blast, and it start helping you to clean those things up. And it's making your spirit man stronger and your flesh weak. So that starts killing off all those things inside of you that's not right. So not only with the jealousy, this is my answer for anything. How do you deal with anger, with the stress, with the worry, all of that? Fast. You must fast. You must fast. Okay? It is important to fast. Okay? That is going to help you with the jealousy. But you do not. But also, sometimes people don't even know that they're jealous, or they don't want to accept the fact that they're jealous. Okay? So, just fast anyway. Because even if you don't want to do it, even if you don't want to accept the fact, just fast anyway. It'll be better to fast because there's something wrong. You feel in some type of way. You in your feelings. You ain't right. So just fast, because even if you don't want to accept it, because a lot of people be like, I don't like her. Be like, why? I don't know. I just don't like her. And to be honest, it's because you're jealous. And jealousy can come from many different areas. Like I just named off those things. And, abandonment, relationships, and, being in relationships where you feel like your husband or your wife or whatever gets more attention than you, you know. That's why it's hard in relationships sometimes, especially if you're in a relationship where you have low self-esteem and you have like a partner that is very outgoing. Like my brother, if his wife was not strong, she would not be able to be with him. He talks to everybody. He at the grocery store, he talking to somebody. He at the gas station, he making a friend. So jealousy can creep in when you see your husband or your wife just out there being themselves, living a life, laughing it up with everybody they meet, and then you get jealous of that. So sometimes you got to watch out, because if you allow yourself to just stay there in that emotion, you can actually do some harmful, hurtful things to that person, spiteful things to that person. Just like I said, the way that Cain did Abel, he killed that man because of jealousy. You don't ever want to get to that point. So you want to make sure that you deal with it. And the best way to deal with it is first recognize that it is. If you don't even want to recognize it, then just move to the second one, and it is fasting. Fasting and then praying, God, whatever is inside of me, whatever this is, for those of you who don't want to admit it, because there's a lot of people that don't want to admit it because the world makes jealousy look so bad. But like I said, it's a natural emotion. You have to understand it. We all feel it, but the world makes it look so bad. But anyway, God, whatever this is on the inside of me, clean it up. Tear it down, uproot, do whatever you have to do. Clean it up, oh God, and then restore me, oh God, with your peace, your joy, your patience, your love. Give me more of you, dear God. So, y'all, that's pretty much it. I was trying to make this a quick video because I am very sleepy. It's like midnight almost. I am so tired. I've had a long day. So I've been pushing through this video. My eyes are heavy. I'm telling you. It's been a long, busy day. And I thank you for joining and tuning in today. And I pray that this video blessed you and you realize something or open your eyes to something. I wish I could go in more detail, but a sister tired, y'all. I am. So thank you so much for tuning in. I am Samantha Watkins, and this is Samantha's New Beginnings. Thank you, and God bless.